So we're in Fresno, California, and we're out here taking a look at this old iron pipeline coming into the building. We got it potholed and dug up. Down there, without zooming in, you can see rust. Let me see if I can zoom it in for you real quick. And apparently I can. So that rust-colored soil you see, that's the line that comes over to the main, which is sitting right there. And then, of course, there's probably just an adapter coming off the iron pipe to go to the PVC, and that goes up to your valves. I don't see a shut-off valve in there, which is, I mean, totally up to you. Let me see if I can zoom back out now. There you go. So we got it exposed, and it heads out towards the meter, which is about front of my truck out there by the big tree. And what we're looking for is the transition to PVC, 1.25 inch PVC down in soil. And then we'll have to just, dig this out. We got 3 sprinkler lines coming out, so it's kind of a problem area because you're digging on top of lines. Just depends on which way they head. If they go straight out, we might be able to get around them. But anyways, we're going to pothole one more hole right here, look for that line. Once we get out to the yard, we're into a different project, because the digging becomes pretty substantial. And then, of course, here we need to decide, do we want to put a shutoff valve in for the sprinklers or just leave them on the house line, because there's no way, if something breaks here, that 1 inch 90, all this piping here comes right off the main, and there's no way to shut it down besides shut the house off. So anyways, we'll keep digging, and then we'll take another video when we have more information. So still here in Fresno, and second hole, as you can see down there, before all the stuff fell in. Let's see if I can get you zoomed out again. There you go. So you can see the discoloration. That's the orange color. That's the pipe corroded. What it does is, as the pipe weeps, it just kind of rusts itself closed and uses the soil as a little cocoon. So that's all the iron pipe still coming out. We're not out of the flower bed yet, so I can scooch this back in. So we're right here. We could pothole again out in the lawn and see what's going on. But like I say, the further out we get, the more the price increases, and I apologize for that. It's just, when we can put something together in there, great. When we're doing all this digging out here, then, we have to account for that. So we'll pothole out here real quick, take a look, see what we got, and then we'll take another video and give you a holler. So we're still here in Fresno, California, so you can see from the building out to this hole, you're at about 8 feet, which is fine, but we're still hitting iron pipe. And we had a pretty good discussion on the phone about what to expect. It's hard to tell with the, I can see it, you may not be able to see it, because I'm used to looking at corroded pipe and soil, but as you can't really tell. Anyway, so the discoloration, you can see the little orange spots, the little brown spots, that's the pipe. And so, and it's probably pretty big down there, not 1.25 inches. It's probably built up 1.5 inches, 2 inches, 2.5. We've seen just big old clumps, where the water is actually fusing shut in soil and on pipe. So that's your iron pipe right there, and you can see the discoloration, or maybe not. Anyways, I'm gonna zoom back out so I can take the rest of the video here. And so that's what we're looking for when you get ready to go. From this point, you want to come out about 3 feet, 4 feet, and then you take up a chunk of lawn and you dig a hole. And when you're trying to avoid hitting sprinkler lines, which you've got right here, you've got one line heading out toward the street, another one you can see just barely peeking out right there. It's turning and coming here, so you're trying to not damage that. It's class 200 pipe, very thin, so you got to dig pretty carefully. But when you get down to that pipe, you can see it's either going to be plastic or it's going to be iron pipe. So you're looking for plastic first, somewhere along here. If you dig too far out and you just want to keep going, then you've trenched all the way to the curb. Like I told you, a backhoe operator, he bills out about $125 an hour from door to door, which means from the time he hops in his truck to the time he gets home, that's when you get billed. So you're looking at $500 easy for a piece of equipment to come out and do this. And then the plumbing, from there to the house, I don't have a price for you yet. But anyways, valves dripping, no shut off on the sprinklers. Haven't found plastic up to this point, so I'm going to patch it back in. At least you can see where it's at. We're pretty much right in line with that main. We're right in front of the little curb, the concrete curb in front of the brick, potholed out here. And so we're gonna pull the plug on this, and we'll send you a little receipt saying what we did today and a little video attached to that.